Good morning, kg2. Today we're going to be studying number bonds of 5. I want you all to look here on the screen. Can you see the party? Okay, we have 2 girls and a boy. I want you to look at the boy and the girl that are holding the cupcakes. Okay, how many cupcakes does the boy have? He has 1, 2, and 3. What about the girl? She has 1 and 2. Okay, so the boy has 1, 2, and 3. So we can write in this circle number 3. And the girl has only 1 and 2. Okay, so we are going to write number 2. Can you tell me how many cupcakes they have together? When we count all the cupcakes, how many cupcakes the boy and the girl have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 3 cupcakes and 2 cupcakes makes number 5. Makes 5 cupcakes all together. Okay, so 3 and 2 makes 5. This is called a number bond, and I'm gonna show you another example so that we can understand it much more better. Okay, here, if the boy have only 4 cupcakes and the girl has 1, okay, do you think that the total number of cupcakes is gonna change? Let's count. Here I have only 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're gonna write 4. And the girl has only 1. So I'm gonna write 1. Did the number of the cupcakes change? Count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, it didn't change. We still have 5 cupcakes. So 4 and 1 also makes 5. Okay, this means that 2 numbers, okay, 4 and 1 makes 5. This means that when I have 2 numbers, okay, or 2 parts, or 2 circles like this is part 1 and this is part 2. When we have 2 numbers, 2 different numbers in each part, from these numbers we can get a whole number 5. 4 is in part number 1 and number 1 here is in part number 2. 4 cupcakes and 1 cupcakes give me 5 cupcakes. Okay, and in the first one we had 3 cupcakes for the boy and 2 cupcakes for the girl, and they also gave me 5. This is called a number bond, which means that 2 numbers in 2 parts are going to give us only 1 whole number. Okay, let's move to the next one. Here also I have another number bond for number 5. Okay, this is number bond of 5, but here I have 5 in the whole part, in the whole one, okay, and in the first part I have 2, and the second part here it's empty, I have nothing. I want you all to know the number that we should write in the second part so that part 1 and part 2 are going to give us 1 whole 5. Can we do it on the 5 frame? Yes, we can. Look at this 5 frame. How many dots on the 5 frame? We have only 1 and 2 dots. To make 5, how many more dots do I need to draw? Let's count to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how many more dots did I draw? I draw 1, 2, and 3 dots. So these are the number of dots I drew, and these are the ones that I'm gonna write their number in part number 2. In part 1 I had number 2, which are the blue dots, and in part 2 I'm gonna write the number of dots I did draw. Okay, so these are 3 dots. So 2 and 3 give us a whole number 5. Just like you can see on the 5 frame here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5 frame shows also number 5, and the number bond of 5 shows that 2 and 3 makes 5. Okay, let's move to another one. Here on this 5 frame, how many blue dots do I have? I have 3, which is on the first part, right? I want to know how many more dots do I need to get a whole number 5. So what we are going to do, Yes, we are going to draw dots again to get or to make 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Did I make number 5 now on the 5 frame? Yes. How many more dots did I draw? I drew only 1 and 2. 1 and 2 red dots. So I'm going to go to the second part and write number 2. Okay, so from this bond, I can figure that 3 and 2 makes also a whole number 5. Clear? So whenever we have a 5 frame and we want to know the number that we are going to write in the second part, we can make the number drawing dots and then write the number of the dots that you did draw in the empty part, just like we did now. Okay. Now, this is also another way to make a number bond of 5. But here we have, here the cards have some dots, okay, and this is our bond. The bond here, we have the whole number 5, we have part 1 and we have part 2. Okay, in the whole we have 5. In part 1 we have only number 3, which is shown on the card. Count how many dots? 1, 2, and 3. So part 1 shows the blue dots on the card, right? Okay, I need to know what's the number that I should write in the second part so that I can get a whole 5. How can I do it? Yes, we are going to draw dots again. Okay, so on the card we have 1, 2, and 3, and I want to make 5, a whole 5. So I will draw more dots till I reach number 5. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Can you see the red balls or the red dots? How many did I draw to get 5 or to make 5? Yes, I did draw only 1 and 2. So I'm gonna go to the second part, the empty part, and write number 2, which is the number of dots I did draw. Easy? Okay, let's do another one to make sure you know how to do it. Also here, look at the whole part, it shows number 5. So this means I'm gonna make a whole number 5. What about the parts? The first one has number 4 and the second one has no number, it's empty. I want to know what to write here. What can I do? Yes, I can hear some of you saying we are gonna draw dots. Look at the card, the blue dots are 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 dots, just like part 1, we have 4, and I need to make them 5. So I'm gonna draw. How many more dots do I need to draw? Yes, I only need 1 more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I needed only 1 more dot to get a whole number 5. So in the empty part, we are going to just write number 1. Easy now? So this means any 2 parts can give a whole number. We have to look at the whole number. What number do you want to get in the whole one? And then draw dots till you reach this whole number. Okay, and write the number of dots you draw in the empty part. Okay, here we have an extra one, but this one I want you to think about it. Here in the whole part I have number 5. Also in the parts here I have 2 parts. The first one has number 5. So do I need any more dots to make number 5? Do I need? No, I don't. In part 1 I have 5, so I cannot draw any more dots. So in part 2 I have to write number 0, because 0 is nothing. It means that I'm not gonna draw any other dots, right, to make 5, because I already have 5. If you count the dots on the card, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, it's 5, right? And I want to make a whole 5. So can I draw any more? No, I can't. So this is why I will write 0, because 0 is nothing. Okay, 0 is nothing. Okay, look at the next one here. Also, I want to make a bond of 5. The whole number is 5. And in the first part, I have 0 right? 0 is nothing. This means I have no dots at all, right? Look at the card, it's empty. No dots at all. And I want to make number 5. So what shall I do? I should start drawing the dots and counting to make number 5. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Can I make any more dots? No, I just need 5 because I have 5 in the whole one here. It's number 5. So how many dots did we draw? We draw 5 dots. We go to the second part and write 5. So 0 and 5 makes a whole 5, and also 5 and 0 makes a whole 5. Do you get it now? Okay. Now, here, from this exercise, we can know that when we put two numbers together, okay, like the cupcakes at the beginning, when we add them together, when we add any two numbers together, we can get a whole number, but this is in the form of adding, okay? Can you see this sign? This is plus. It means we are putting together two numbers to get what? To get 5, okay? Look at the frame here. This frame shows how many dots? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and here we have 3 plus a missing number that I don't know, and I need to put it to number 3 so that I can get number 5. When we do this, we have to look at the number that comes after the equal sign. Can you see this sign? The two dashes above each other, this is called equal. Okay, to know how many or to know what number we are going to make, we have to look at the number that comes after this sign. That comes after this sign. Here, what number do I have? I have number 5. So this means I'm going to make number 5. I'm going to make number 5. To make number 5, look at the 5 frame. How many more dots do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how many more dots did I draw? I draw 1 and 2. So this means that 3 dots here, the one that I already have, plus, or when I put 2 more dots to number 3, this makes 5. Okay? Let's do it again. I know it's a little bit hard, but you will get it. Look here, in this one we have, this is number 4, okay, plus, which means I want to put another number which is missing. I don't have it and I want you to know it. And then we have the equal sign and we have number 5. What number is after the equal sign? Like I told you, it's 5. So this means I'm going to make number 5. I have to look at the number that comes after the equal sign to know what number I'm going to make. Here I have 5. I have 5. So I want to make number 5. Okay, so I will go to my frame here. I have already 4 dots, just like this one here, number 4, and I have 4 dots to show it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How many more dots do I need to get 5? Yes, only one more. Only one more dot. So this means I did draw only 1 dot, so I have to go here and write number. The missing number is going to be 1. So 4 and 1, or 4 plus 1 equals 5. Okay? It's easy more. Now it's much more easier. Let's go to the third one to make it much more easy. Okay? Here I have 0. Okay? Plus a missing number that I don't know, and equals number 5 also. Okay? What number after the equal sign? 5. So this is the number I want to make, right? And here I have 0. 0 means nothing. Look at the frame, no dots at all. And I want to make number 5, the number that comes after the equal sign, right? So let's draw the dots together and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many dots did I draw? Yes, I did draw 5 dots. So in the missing number here, it's gonna be number 5. So 0 plus 5, 0 and 5 equals, makes number 5. Okay? I want you all to remember that when we want to know the missing number here, we have to look at the number that comes after the equal sign. This is the equal sign. I have to look at the number that comes after the equal sign so that I can draw the dots and know the missing number, and I can make the number that is shown after the equal sign, which is 5. Okay? That's for today. We were studying the bond of 5. I hope it was easy, and I'm going to see you again next time in another bond. Okay? Goodbye.